everyone. Hey y'all. Hey, it's Renee in 9V, Florida Panhandle again. And I'm with my wonderful husband, Mark. And we're here to do what, hun?
We're going to pick up some O-rings and do some plant shopping.
Well, we're at least going to do some window shopping, if not buying something. Mark would say we were here because I really just want to look at their plants. But really, we got to get an O-ring for our water purifier. Yeah. All right, so let's see what our local Lowe's has. All right, so I'm having to do voiceover because they were like pressure washing all in the garden section today, which was pretty crazy. We could barely hear ourselves talking to each other. But my husband's like, gotta hit that discount bargain section in the back, Renee. And I was like, oh yeah, I've only learned from the best YouTubers to do that. But they had a lot of pretty pansies and geraniums. I thought those were a really nice color that I don't see every day. Of course, they had all the usual suspects with hollies and some evergreens, got some beautiful daisies there. We're going to sneak around to the other section where they have a lot of their hens and chicks. And there's this adorable goose sculpture there. The problem is that if the goose was in some sort of a cement or more strong material, I'd buy that in a heartbeat. I love anytime I can put a nature item in my garden. I think it just looks natural. Yes, I do live in Florida, so yes, these are outside. I'm not saying that these will live through our winter though, because I had one. I kept it in a pot next to my wall outside and it lived for years and years. Then I finally put it in the ground and it wasn't right up against the wall of my house during the winter, or maybe it was just that crazy winter vortex that came through and took my beautiful Norwich pine, I'm not sure. But we had a lot of ginger. Man, if you're looking for blue pots, blue, gray, or black, this is your year. There's a lot there. So here I am just going through, looking at some of the other hollies. I think in a minute we're going to get to some azaleas. They have those newer, really bright red azaleas. I'm not sure how I feel about those. There was this one, sweet olive. Yes, it's blooming. It's wonderful. I love you. I have several in my yard. That this one random camellia, I don't know what kind it was. It didn't have a name, and it was just written with a marker on the side, $20. Really large for $20. I'm just saying that may have been worth a gamble, but I have so many camellias already, and I might have 2 seedlings on the way from that New Life nursery again, because I like the other ones they sent. So they do have a lot of knockout roses, which are outstanding here, along with the drift as well. And then they had a ton of the tea roses, which are beautiful. I love that color, that ivory kind of a color. I thought that was really pretty. But I don't really like tea roses here in my yard because they only bloom usually twice a year. Yes, if you're looking for a nice cut stem one, go for it. But I want something that's going to be beautiful all year round. And I have found that the David Austin roses and the Star Series roses do great here. I get flowers all the time. I actually just had a Munstead rose bloom, had a couple blossoms on it, and it was amazing. Here's some of the azaleas that they had too. They had pink, white. In a minute, you're going to see that they had red too. And there's the red. And oh, did I want this? This cypress. Oh my gosh, I love the blue silver kind of cypress to it.
The problem was it gets 30 to 40 feet tall. I ain't got no room for that in my yard when I could be planting other smaller things I could enjoy. But oh, I wanted them. Half off too. Would have been around $20. These were great. They were cheaper too, but they're kind of prickly and they only stay about 5 or 6 feet. Now we're heading over here to the clearance rack, my favorite place in Lowe's. And we're gonna do a quick look through and see what they have. If you're looking for some pansies or some other annuals to get into that yard before we get really cold, this would be a great place for that. Yeah. Got some pretty plants here, no doubt about it. So I wasn't planning on buying anything here, but I did find 3 bushes that looked amazing and would probably do well here. So the first one that I scored was a Texas sage, so exciting. And then I also picked up one of those, I hope I'm gonna pronounce it right, IXA. Oh, I don't know. I've got 3 small ones in my yard, so I know I'm going to find a nice warm spot for it. And then lastly, they had one bottle brush, and it was a small dwarf bottle brush. Can't get the big ones here to grow very well because anytime there's a big storm, their branches and trunks are too brittle and they will just break right off. Had one for many years, and then finally a storm split it so bad that it just never recovered. But let's take a look. There's the Texas sage. Oh my gosh, I just don't see sages very often at my store, and it is one here. But who knows? I might be able to get more babies out of it. The next one was this one. Of course, I'm not showing the tag very well on that, but I will be planting this one, and we got the best one out of them that we could. But here goes our 3 babies in the cart. Can't wait to get these home. All right, so there's that one, and then the small bottle brush. Hopefully I'll find a sheltered enough spot where the wind won't be an issue, especially if it stays small enough.
I guess they do care about the O-ring, because we got the O-ring, and that was pretty much a miracle in itself. Here we go. We got the triplets home. So we are going to go ahead and set them in a holding area in the backyard.
I hope y'all get to make something beautiful in your yard today too. Bye y'all.